Most people think that a wellness routine is just about eating healthy or hitting the gym, but if you're someone like me that has been through cancer, it actually just becomes so much more. It becomes a lifeline. Today, I'll take you through my exact wellness routine that has been keeping me grounded, healthy, and thriving. And even when I'm living out of a suitcase, since I'm traveling again now. The hardest part for me with keeping up with a wellness routine is really being consistent while traveling. So stay till the end. I will share the travel tips that have helped me stay consistent and on track. Welcome back to my channel, Health and Wellness with Ashley, where I talk about life, health, and healing after cancer. If you're new here, I'm a cancer survivor, and I've recently learned that wellness is not just a luxury that you should make a part of your routine, but it is an essential part of life. After cancer, your body is different, your energy has changed, and your priorities have completely shifted. I realized that my wellness routine really needed to do 3 things. I need to protect my immune system, engage and preserve my mental health, and I also need to keep my energy stable because fatigue is still very much a thing, even after cancer treatment. So without a consistent routine, it's really easy to feel burnout if you're pushing yourself too hard, or you can allow anxiety to creep in if you're not maintaining consistency. And as a cancer survivor, I've experienced a lot of guilt with this. And a routine is really just, it's helped me feel in control and in control of my wellness overall. I like to keep it really simple and focus on 3 core things: sleep, eat, and move. I really try to focus on getting 8 hours of sleep. This is something that I struggle with, and I really try to wind down prior to bed. I try to read to make sure that I can get my eyes tired and really stay away from blue light, because sleep is essential and I know my body needs it, and for my brain and cellular repair happens during sleep, so it's incredibly important. When I first wake up in the morning, I really like to make sure that I hydrate right away. I take my morning meds and I have water, but I add some electrolytes or lemon to my water to make sure that I'm absorbing all the minerals and the vitamins that I need. I also really like having bone broth early in the morning. It's just settling to my stomach. And recently I've definitely hopped on the matcha craze, and I drink matcha instead of coffee in the mornings now. I like to do some gentle stretching in the morning. It helps me wake up and just get my body kick-started. If I've slept enough and I have enough time, I do like to wake up for sunrise and go on a short walk, but that is only if I do have good quality sleep. If I know I haven't gone to bed early enough, I won't set my alarm for sunrise, because I believe it is essential to make sure I get that extra hour versus hearing my alarm go off, wake up, and then hit snooze. I like to take 5 minutes in the morning before the day gets crazy and really write in my gratitude journal. And I also take the time to think of, what are my intentions for the day? How do I want to show up? And I want to make sure that I'm present. So just really calibrating my mind and having 5 minutes of quietness in the morning while I'm drinking my matcha is just really nice. And I never used to do this, and it's really been a game changer for me. I've really been able to start my day and ease into it in a more peaceful way versus turning on the news right away, running around, getting ready, and just making sure I've got 5 minutes of just time for myself. Exercise is essential. I try to really make sure that I'm listening to my body. If I need a rest day, I will take it, but I do believe in making sure that I'm walking 10,000 steps every day. I've recently incorporated using a weighted vest that I've really been enjoying. I feel like it's really been helping me increase my bone strength, or my muscle strength, and my bone density, especially since I suffered a really bad broken leg a few short months ago. I try to get to the gym to do weight-bearing exercise or Pilates with the reformer, which is great. And it's a class that really involves me to concentrate, so I don't feel like I'm gonna fall off the machine. So it's actually kind of peaceful for me to do weightlifting or the Pilates class that I enjoy, solid core, because it's time for me to really take for myself. And I also do a lot of thinking while I'm working out. When it comes to food and eating, I am really focused on eating whole, nourishing foods. I definitely focus on making sure that I'm getting protein, and I don't believe in limiting or eliminating anything completely from my diet. And I do believe in cheat days every once in a while, but I have found that just cooking with whole foods, it's really fun to look up new recipes for myself. I like to pre-plan grocery lists as well, so it's not overwhelming, especially if I've had a busy week or a busy day at work and I really just don't feel like cooking. I always want to make sure that I have something on hand that I can whip up quickly, or I can prep earlier in the week, so I don't feel like I am going back into just grabbing something quickly that might not be as healthy or incorporating whole foods. I really like to get outside in the evenings. I am very fortunate that I live in a beautiful neighborhood in Miami, and I'm right across the street from the beach. So I really enjoy being around nature, and getting out there for a walk really helps me set my intention to unwind the day. And when I get back, I really start to just focus on gratitude for another beautiful day and getting ready for bed, showering, avoiding blue light and my phone, and really just making my home and that evening kind of a sanctuary. Now, traveling can totally throw off your rhythm, whether it's just different schedules, time zones. I definitely have felt off when I've been traveling, but I've established a few hacks that I do currently just to make sure that I'm maintaining my routine, and I do have some control over what I'm putting into my body consistently. And so here are just a few of the things that have helped me while I travel. I pack bone broth packets, I pack matcha as well as honey packets. So I take these when I travel, as well as I have to pack all of my medicines and vitamins. So I really just found that if I'm somewhere where I don't know how the food is made and I'm not able to make my own food, I feel like I have my bone broth and I have my matcha, and this I can control and feel good about. So no matter what healthy options I'm ordering or find myself in, I have this as a stable part of my routine, and it's consistent, and I take it with me on the road. I also try to keep my bedtime consistent even while I am traveling. And first thing in the morning, I do also a mindset check where I review what I'm grateful for, how I want to show up in the world, and how I want to present myself every day. I also pack my resistance bands. So no matter where I am, even if I'm in a hotel that usually sometimes the gyms aren't the best, I always make sure that I do sit-ups, push-ups, and use my resistance bands in the hotel just for a quick workout if I want one. So whether I'm waking up in my own bed or in a hotel room somewhere in the world, my wellness routine is mine, and I'm consistent with it, and it has been my anchor. It's how I show up for myself, because after cancer, and even before cancer, every day is worth showing up for. If you're building your own routine, start small. It doesn't have to be some fancy 5 to 10 step routine. Keep it simple and just keep it consistent. You'll be amazed at the difference that a routine can make in your life. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and please subscribe. And please add in the comments. I would love to know what's one thing that you do consistently that helps you show up better in your life. Until next time, stay well, my friends.